Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 7 of the Football Central podcast. We have a busy day today. We talk about a lot of things, but the first thing we're going to talk about is the Premier League. I'm joined by my co-host Alex, and yeah, let's get straight into this. First game on the docket.
Got the ugly sweater.
Oh yes, we're feeling very merry. Merry Christmas and a happy holidays to everybody out there. Enjoy the holiday spirit, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
First game, Villa Arsenal. Now, as an Arsenal fan, does this deter you at all?
I don't know how to phrase it. In a way, sort of. I think overall, I'm not super bummed. I'm not saying this as an excuse, but we didn't have Gabriel or Saliba, or Mascara. So
Sorry.
well, no, he's our backup center back. Timber is good, but it's interesting. He has to fill in playing center back. Nkapie is all right, but he's a little shaky at times. So I didn't. I think we have to start winning some of those games. We can't have too many of those Villa games. However, they're having impeccable form right now. They also took points off City. They beat City, and they played City way better than they played us. I feel like we were the better team. Maybe they were also quite good. They were really good first half. I feel like we really got to them in the second half. We should have had a second somewhere in there, and then just kind of like a fluky goal at the end. That being said, I'm not taking anything away from Villa. They were absolutely incredible. Shout outs on the Villa side. You don't even know, bro. I mean, Matty Cash scored.
Mateus Cash, you mean?
Yeah. I'm looking at the list here. Like, Buendia, I'm not giving him credit for that goal, bro. It's just like a chaos goal. Tielemans was very good. Made so many slide tackles that were like perfectly timed. Rogers was really good. Seeing Rogers versus Saka was cold. Arsenal side, Timber scored. I mean, that was, or not Timber. Oh my gosh, Trossard scored, as he always does. I mean, he's super clutch. Rice was amazing. Odegaard, absolutely loved it. Saka was brilliant as well. Yeah, just a little bit shaky in the from Nkapie, and then regardless, I still think we're winning the title, and I still think we're gonna win comfortably. But it's just you would like to see a win. But again, I mean, Villa have insane form right now, so I'm not too mad.
Second again, they're second again. Arsenal Football Club, they're second again. Now, aside from that song, I don't think this is a deterrent for Arsenal. As long as they stay the way they're playing, they're going to win the league. But this does bring up questions that if Saliba and Gabriel don't stay healthy, and I know Arteta has said that it's just a knock in training, it's a minor injury for Saliba, but
and Gabriel's coming back soon as well.
If it's a persistent issue throughout the season, I see some trouble.
Yeah, I get that.
But I do want to give flowers.
We pride ourselves on is our defense. So
yeah,
that could definitely be a big issue in the Champions League as well.
I do want to give flowers to Villa. Obviously, played an amazing game.
Mm-hmm.
Not much else to talk about. You kind of just went through it all. Next game is Tottenham-Brentford, 2-0 Tottenham. Javi Simmons scores.
One thing I want to mention.
Go ahead.
Real quick, about the last game is I stayed up. I mean, as you guys know, I live on the West Coast, so the game was at 4:30 for me. I stayed up, watched the game, ended up going to bed at 6:30 a.m. just to see Buendia of all people score a last minute winner, bro.
Next game is Tottenham
At
Brentford
10.
2-0. Xavi Simons scores his first goal in the Premier League. Other than that, this is a very unexciting game.
And he had an assist too.
Yeah.
He was lucky cold, bro. But extremely rare. He's still like the worst signing of the season so far.
I mean, there's nothing much to talk about there. Brentford suck, and Tottenham are a better team than them. So,
And it was at home.
yeah.
So yeah, I'm not really surprised.
Newcastle Burnley 2-1 Newcastle.
We don't have to cover every game super in depth. You know what I mean?
Well, I'm gonna cover
Newcastle
this
Burnley
game
was
because I already
pretty-
said it.
Well, I'm just like
Yeah.
that was a pretty big beatdown, and they just got a pen like right at the death. It didn't do anything.
Yeah. Yeah, the red card though. Thoughts? It was a last man foul.
For what?
Burnley got a red.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like it was a foul. I didn't think that. I feel like it is a red. It feels like a little. Yeah, I could see the argument to say it's not, but I feel like it was.
Fair. I think the exact same thing. Next game we want to cover, City Sunderland. That's a big game. And Sunderland got their shit throttled. Phil Foden, after my comments about him in was it the last episode or the episode before? I'm not sure. But after my comments, he seems to have found his form.
Mm-hmm.
I talked about how he sucked against Newcastle, and he's had, I think, like 5 goal contributions in 4 games or 3 games. So I feel like I was the guy. I put it into existence. I spoke it into existence. Other than that,
so sure, yeah.
Ryan Cherky 2 assists. How do we like Cherky's time so far at City?
He is so good, bro. Like, I was kind of at the beginning of the season, but I feel like I said it kind of well. I mean, I did say he maybe would take the creativity, but I did like kind of say that it's not all about that. But I feel like my overall thoughts were kind of like, I don't think he's gonna get a ton of minutes, but I feel like he has a ton of quality. I also thought he was really cheap. Like, I thought they should have paid a lot more, but
that was just because of Lyon's financial situation.
Yeah, because they had to sell him because they were gonna get relegated.
Yes.
Did they get relegated? I don't know, or something with that. They might have gotten relegated. I forgot.
No, I don't think they did. Next game on the docket, Chelsea Bournemouth. Bad game from Chelsea. Awful. Robert Sanchez has been a top 3 keeper in the Premier League this season, which is crazy to say. He's been outstanding. I think 6 clean sheets so far.
Yeah, people were flaming him against Leeds.
Yes, and it wasn't his fault. It was Tosin's fault for that goal in the back.
Yeah, I know. Tosin was awful.
Yeah, he got benched. The thing is, I don't understand why we won't play Fofana and Achimpong in the same back line. Because those are our 2 best.
Cool, bro. I like him.
There are 2 best center backs. Chalobah's good, but Achimpong deserves more play time, especially if they'll play, because they've played against Leeds. Chalobah started out as right back, and then we subbed on Gusto later. So if we can do that, then I think we should have that, and then Cucurella can convert. But the fact that we're not playing Achimpong is criminal, and the fact that we're not creating these opportunities for us to score is criminal, and we're not finishing. Now, is that a knock at Chelsea's strikers? Yes, because we have not had a consistent striker this season. Delap, again, another injury. He's going to be out another 6 to 8 weeks, which is awful. I feel for him because he hasn't really had a chance to grow into the play there. And I think he's a decent striker. He can score 10 to 15 goals a season if he had a full season, but he really hasn't had that chance to flow into it. João Pedro, it's obvious he's not a striker. He's a 10. Or he can play anywhere instead of striker.
I feel like Delap is like a Barclays man. I feel like he would have been cold like 15 years ago, bro.
He would have been really. I mean, his dad, Rory, was great.
Yeah, I know.
He was a serviceable striker who could score goals, and Guiu isn't there yet. I liked when we sent Guiu to Sunderland. I thought it would have been a good move. He didn't get minutes though, and then we recalled him when we loaned out Jackson, and I think it was the right move, but I don't know. I'm really interested to see how Palmer and Pedro are gonna play together, in that with Pedro, because Pedro's gonna start at striker and Palmer's gonna be in that midfield role, in that attacking mid role. I really want to see, because that worked well in the Club World Cup. Pedro had 3 goals in 2 games, and hopefully that double creativeness, like where they can kind of just play off each other, will work out well for us. But other than that, Chelsea sucked. Next,
I still think they're really good, but
no, yeah, we're still good. I think we're gonna get there.
This is what I was saying though. Like at the beginning of the season, like this is why I just don't trust Chelsea. I just like in the Prem, like they're so much better fit for the Champions League. I feel like they're gonna probably make at least quarterfinals in the Champions League. Like when they put out their best squad, they are scary and they can compete with anyone. But they just don't do that a lot because they like to rotate a lot. They also have a little bit of inconsistency. So
also
next game.
Hold on, one more thing. The loss of Caicedo has been very apparent. We can't.
Yeah.
Keeping the ball in that midfield or taking away their possession has completely been a non-factor for us. We haven't, like, I like Andre Santos, but he's not built to be that type of midfielder. If we had a player like Isugo who got injured in the preseason or like early in the season, because he's going to be out for, I think, the rest of the season. Maybe he'll come back sooner or later, but a player like Isugo fills that Caicedo role very well. And we don't have that, and he's so important to our team that it's kind of just like it's been hard to keep the ball and to get the ball away from the other team without him.
Yeah. Next game, Liverpool-Leeds.
Liverpool
Shocker
suck, guys.
To some people.
Guys.
To some people.
Guys.
Not to everyone.
Liverpool suck, and I don't know how many more losses this needs. Oh my goodness. I don't know how many more losses this needs to... Oh my goodness. I don't know how many more times this needs to happen before it gets in your head that Liverpool suck. In your guys. Because, look, I understand Leeds beat Chelsea, but it wasn't Chelsea. This Liverpool team needs to do better because they're Liverpool. And now with Salah crying to the press and him not going to be playing, that's another spot that it's going to need filling.
Oh, yeah. I think he's probably played his last game at Liverpool, which is kind of crazy.
I would love to see him in, like, Serie A. Like, maybe...
He'd probably be cold there. He used to call him Tanaka, but I think it's Tanaka is how you say it.
No, it's Tanaka. He's Japanese.
Anyway. Yeah, that's what I thought it was. But anyway, I feel like the Prem announcers call him that. But regardless, he is cold. Last couple games, he's been really good.
He had a banger. His goal against Chelsea was outstanding.
Oh, I do want to ask, though. What do you think of the Konate situation? Like, do you think he is just playing because, like, he's playing bad because of the new contract and just the whole overall team's bad? Or do you think, like, he's genuinely just had a drop as a player and he's just not as good?
No, he's a great player still.
There's talk about the Madrid move. If he gets that, do you think he would, like, go back to
I think
his
so.
better form? Or?
Yeah. I think he doesn't want to be there anymore. And it's showing in his play that he's, like, sluggish. He's not getting to balls. He's not, like, he's doing the wrong things. I'm not saying it's on purpose. I'm not saying he's trying to lose. but he's trying. He doesn't want to play there anymore, and it shows in the way he
Yeah, I
plays.
get that. And the next game is Everton Forest, 3-0 Everton. They move up to, I believe they were 6th for a bit, and then United won today. They're now 7th. Still very, very high for Everton. Beto got his first goal. That was super awesome because I'm a big fan of his. Or Barry got his first goal. Beto is not playing. But
Kieran Drewsbury Hall, a Chelsea player who I loved. Not loved. He
Beto
played.
was playing. He was not good. I mean,
Yes.
I don't know what I'm
Kieran Drewsbury Hall, ex-Chelsea player. I really love that he's playing well and he's found his role because he's a good player.
I feel like him and Grealish both. Like, it's just so fun to watch.
He's a good player, but he was never going to get into the Chelsea squad over Palmer. Like, it was just never going to happen, and that's where he plays his best football. And he's found a home at Everton, and I really like the way he's playing. I hope he stays on this type of form, kind of like hopefully a Scott McTominay situation where he can flourish in his role. Not saying the same level, but a situation similar.
Yeah. No, I get what you mean. That brings us to Sunday. Not too much to talk about. I did want to comment. Harry Wilson's goal for Fulham that equalized was absolutely brilliant. They did a little bit of tiki-taka. It was like they just like passed it around to each other. Somebody did like a little flick back to Harry Wilson. They did like a little 1-2, and he did like outside of the boot, just curled it into the left side. It was so good. If you haven't seen it, you have to watch it. Just a brilliant goal.
Harry Wilson's been cold, man,
and then
since the championship.
yeah, no, I'm a big fan of his. I mean, he played really well against Arsenal as well. He didn't score assists, but I thought he was really good. I thought he was their best player, so I'm a big fan of his. But Palace have been continuing their good form. They had a little bit of a stretch that wasn't as good, but they're back to form, and now are sitting 4th in the Premier League.
I really like the way Palace has been playing, especially after all that situation with Gahey in the summer.
Yeah.
And
I'm curious
I
think if Gahey will go in January.
I don't think he'll go in January. I think what'll happen is Slot will get fired, Glasner will go to Liverpool, and Gahey will come along with him. That's my prediction.
That's possible, yeah.
And
I am curious about Glasner though, because his style fits Palace. It like if he does the same way, like if he plays, I mean obviously you're gonna fix it a little bit, but like if he tries to play really similar to Palace, like that's not gonna work for a Liverpool type club. But just in my opinion,
I think what's gonna happen if he goes to Liverpool is that it's different with Palace because the way he's playing with Palace right now, his tactics are really overwhelmingly the reason why they're playing well. Out of Liverpool, they have
really quality.
They have quality players, but not to the quality of Liverpool. Jokes aside, Liverpool have quality players.
Yes.
But they're just being mismanaged. And so, if you bring a guy like Glasner in, he'll not... I don't know if he'll change, but he'll fit his... Like, that's what good managers do. They fix their style to be around certain players. They will take their style and tweak it so that the players fit. And I think that's what he would do.
Yeah, I mean, I could definitely see that. He's a top manager for sure. West Ham Brighton, not too much to talk about. Just a pretty simple game. Brighton got a late goal. One thing I'll say though, I did watch the goal. I'm pretty sure Ruder had a handball, and they said something about like it was kind of a handball. I mean, I don't remember what it was. They had some report, but like if the goalkeeper would have let it go in, then it would have been called a handball. But since he saved it, and then Brighton got the rebound and passed it back to Reuter, and he scored, it was called a goal. I thought that was really interesting. But I'm not like fully sure of that. But I just thought it was a little confusing. Anyway, last game is is United Wolves. Another beatdown, but Wolves do get their first goal since October. Just sad.
Bruno Fernandes. I want to talk about Bruno Fernandes because Bruno Fernandes, I don't like him as a player. I think he's a rat. I really don't like Bruno. But I have to give him credit where credit is due. He's been magnificent this season. He's brought that United team that we were questioning a few games into the season and last season if Amorim was going to keep his job. But he and a few other players like Embuemo and Cunha and all these players that they've signed, they've done really good. And Bruno Fernandes, the captain of that team, has been the best player. And he's kind of catalyzed United back to where they should be. And I don't appreciate it because I don't like United, but I appreciate United being good again.
Yeah, I get that. I think that means it is time for Champions League. We're not going to spend too much time on this, but we're going to go over the bigger games, make some predictions, and then we are going to move on. First game I want to talk about, since it is Sporting have been very good in the Champions League, Bayern Sporting.
Bayern are going to win this, but it's going to be way closer than people think. I think
Sporting have a ton of quality. I think Bayern will probably score 3. This could be like a 3-2 though.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I was thinking 3-2.
Sporting are fighting, and then it's a 3-1. But I think Sporting are better than people expect. Bayern just love conceding first, so I think maybe Sporting go 1-0 up, and then Bayern go like 2-1, and then they kind of just go from there. But I think I agree that they are definitely a quality side. Liverpool Inter. What do we think on that one?
Inter's gonna thrash Liverpool because Liverpool are garbage.
I agree. I think it'll probably be 2-1. Inter do not concede much in the Champions League, but I just feel like Liverpool will just get one. It'll probably be 2-0, and then they'll get one back later in the game, maybe like 70th minute. Chelsea Atalanta could be interesting.
It's going to be interesting because Maresca has said that Palmer isn't playing, and he's not traveling, so he's not going to come off the bench because he wants to have him ready for Everton, which is a big game. But I think we still win because our depth that we have is. Well, we're gonna have Caicedo for this, so that's the biggest thing, because he isn't.
I don't think Atalanta have the quality. I mean, they're good. Don't get me wrong, but they don't have Chelsea quality.
Yeah.
Moving on. Let's see. Napoli Benfica could be interesting. I know Benfica have been pretty underwhelming. They just got their first win against Ajax last week. What do we think of this one? These are both kind of underwhelming sides in Europe, but they are quite good.
I actually like Benfica for this one. Weirdly, I think they're gonna pull off an upset because Napoli. Again, we all know that Conte is a league manager, and so. I don't know. I just have a feeling that Benfica are going to win. I've always had a soft spot for Benfica. They're probably my favorite team in Portugal. Just based on the players that have come out of there. I really like those guys. And yeah, I have a soft spot for them. I think they can pull this off. So
I can definitely see that. I will probably say about 2-2. Maybe it could be 3-2 Benfica. But yeah, I could definitely see that. Next game, Newcastle Leverkusen could actually be quite a good game. It is Newcastle away from home, so they don't have that huge advantage of St. James Park. Have to travel to Germany. What are we thinking for this one?
I do like Newcastle for this one. I think they've been pretty good in the Champions League, and yeah, I think that the only thing I have is how is Ramsdale gonna do there, since Nick Pope is out.
Ramsdale is better than Nick Pope, if we're being honest. Nick Pope is not good. Ramsdale has been quite good recently. So
I just don't know how Ramsdale's gonna deal with the games, because I don't think he's had that type of like no rest. You know what I mean. I just don't know how he's gonna react to it. But I do think I do think Newcastle will come out here with like a 2-1, maybe 2-0 victory.
I'm gonna say I feel like this could be another 2-2, but I'll say 2-1. I feel like that's fair. And last game, biggest game of the week probably. Definitely gonna have the most people tuning in. Manchester City travel to the Santiago Bernabeu and play Real Madrid.
Real Madrid are gonna win this one. It's gonna be weird with Rudiger in there, obviously with the Eder Militao injury. But Rudiger's quality. He might be older. He still got that, I think. Yeah, I think, and Mbappe's been on different timing. This is the Mbappe Holland Bowl.
Well.
And
we're gonna get Mbappe Holland in the World Cup as well.
Yes,
that's gonna be fun.
That's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna be 2-0 Real Madrid. No, not 2-0. I'm gonna say 3-1 Real Madrid.
I'm gonna say 3-2. I feel like it'll be really good. Both the defenses, I feel like, are pretty shaky.
Mm-hmm.
Both have definitely been a bit inconsistent in the league, or in their leagues, respectively. But I feel like Madrid will just be the better side. And don't want to talk too much about the Premier League games, because we will save that for our Premier League predictions. So, which means, oh my gosh, I can't talk. Which means we will be moving on to a couple lists for you guys. We are going to give our top 10 Ballon d'Ors, our top 10 Ballon d'Or rankings, and our top 10 Wonder Kid rankings, as well as some honorable mentions.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the list. So we're going to start off with our current, to this day, it is currently Monday, December 8th. We're recording this, and our Ballon d'Or rankings as of Monday, December 8th. Starting with number 10, who do you got?
I think I'll go through my list first. We can discuss it a little bit, and then you can go through yours.
Okay, I like that.
I want to start with my honorable mentions. I do have 3. First one is Jeremy Doku from, obviously, City. He's been so good this season. Definitely taking a big step up. I just don't have him in the top 10. I don't know if City are going to win anything. And with Holland's still been the main man. And I feel like with City, there have been a couple guys that have been on a tear. Foden has been really good. Cherokee hasn't gone to 10 minutes, but he has been good when he's played. So I feel like it wouldn't be just to put him in the top 10. Luis Diaz has had some moments for sure. I still feel like he is not as good as some people say. I think he is definitely getting overrated at the moment. He was very stinky against Chelsea. I feel like he's gotten so much hype because of that insane goal, which was crazy. But I think people need to chill a little bit. I still don't think he's going to be too good in big games. And the last one, Aubameyang has been very good for Marseille. Just a phenomenal player, but just not top 10. Actually, how about this? I'll do my 10 through 6. You can do your 10 through 6, and I'll do
Perfect.
my 1 through 5, or 5 through 1. So, with number 10, I have Joao Neves. Maybe a little bit low. He has been really good this season. But that is where I have him. Number 9, I have Urian Timber. Very, very good. I don't feel like that's too biased. He has been just so good this season. He's now playing a little bit of center back, and he has been very good. He was holding Hincapie's hand a little bit, but hopefully Hincapie can be a little bit better. 8, I have Caicedo. He has been really good this season. Has had a couple of bad moments, but I feel like overall he's still such a good player. So instrumental for that Chelsea side. And when they are really good, it is because he is really good. Number 7, I have Elise. He has been very good this season. Doesn't have as much numbers as I don't want to say as much as you'd expect, but like I feel like he could be doing a bit better, but he has still had decent numbers, and he obviously passes the eye test. He's very, very good. And then at number 6, I have Yamal. He is a very good player, but Barca are a little bit shaky. They have been a little bit better though. So
I only have one honorable mention, and this might come as a shock to everybody. My honorable mention is Moises Caicedo.
you don't have him top 10. That's kind of crazy.
He's been very good. It's just that red card really has me rubbed the wrong way, and it's because since as of today, obviously this list can change, but as of today, him getting that red card has really detrimented Chelsea as a team, and I think it warrants him just for now being off the list. Just for now. He could obviously go back up there, and he most likely will. But at my number 10, it's a player you had in your honorable mentions. I have Luis Diaz. He's been good. I did predict in the beginning of the season that he would have a resurgence. Now, to be fair, I said it would be in the Premier League, but he had a resurgence anyway. So I'll count that as a win for me. He's been good this season. Obviously, there's places where he's shaky. He's kind of a guy that can jump on and off the list. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think for now he's gonna stay at the bottom, and he's kind of like a yo-yo guy. Number 9, I have Ashraf Hakimi. Been good for PSG.
Yes.
I think he's still a top right back. But I have another right back in front of him. Number 8 is Reece James. Now,
I won't complain.
Reece James has been,
really good.
I think, barring Caicedo being in and out, he's been our most consequential player. And it really goes to show how good of a player he is. I think he is I don't know if I want to say but him and Rice, who I will have on this list later, him and Declan Rice are, I think, the 2 most complete players in world football. And I don't think it's crazy to say that. Just like the way that he can put balls in, he can keep possession, he can play right back in midfield, he can do everything. He played left back even. Well. He can shoot. His set pieces are wonderful. I think he's been amazing. Number 7.
He's so good.
Number 7, I have a player that might be a little low, but I think that the players above him have all been better. Maybe barring number 6. Him and 6 are kind of interchangeable. I have Vitinha. Vitinha's been really good this season. Obviously had that, was it a hat trick in the Champions League?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, against Spurs. Mm-hmm.
Very good. And then number 6, I also have Lamine Yamal. Again, interchangeable there.
Mm-hmm. That's not ridiculous. I have Vitinha right here at number 5. He's just been so good this season. Obviously super important for that insanely good PSG side, who are looking to go back-to-back in the Champions League. Number 4, I do have falling down a spot. I have Harry Kane. He was it was that same top 3 for quite a while, but I do have him falling down because I believe he only had 4 goals in November for club and country, and 2 of them were against somebody that England played. Yeah, but I know he had a brace for England, and it wasn't too crazy. So wasn't super impressed. He did not do anything against Arsenal. He got completely pocketed. So um, he does still kind of have that big game question mark, but he's still a phenomenal player. Still has super quality record for goal scoring. Number 3, I have Declan Rice. He is so good. Like you were saying, one of the most complete players in the world. He is so incredibly good, man. I could just go on for hours. He's so tough. But yeah, it's kind of a similar thing to Reece James. Obviously, they're not super similar players. They definitely play in different styles. But I mean, obviously, he can defend. He can play the 6. He can carry the ball. He's so good at that. He can play really either kind of 6 you want. Like he can facilitate, but he can also defend. Kind of, obviously he's not as good at as Caicedo in that Caicedo style, but like winning the ball, like he can do that too. Obviously super big threat on set pieces, both corners and free kicks. His ball striking is so good. People were hating on him for his forward passing, but this year that has been there too. Like he is so good. Number 2, I have Holland. I mean, I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. He just does not stop scoring. But I do have Kylian Mbappe at number 1. I feel like that's pretty simple, pretty self-explanatory, same as Holland. He's just so good. And I think he's going to continue this form because he is probably the best player in the world.
All right. My number 5 is Declan Rice. Again, the same reasons as you. He's been incredible. Obviously, there's been the debate, Rice or Caicedo. You know, for now, it's Declan Rice. But, you know, at the end of the season, it can change. Everything can change. I don't
agree,
count
it's
out...
Rice, but I mean, I feel like the debate is a little annoying. I feel like it's pretty similar
because they're too different.
To the Jude and Pedri debate. Like, they're not the same kind of player.
They're both...
You don't have to compare them.
They're both the best in their specific role that they play.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah, I agree.
Number 4, I do have Elise. I think you were selling him a bit short. He has a goal contribution in every game he's played. At least games to goal ratio. Like, he has 27 goals, assists in 27 games. He's been amazing for Bayern. Obviously, the most nonchalant player in the world. He won't smile for anything. He's been really good. Number 3, I do have Harry Kane. Obviously, he's had a down month, but if we're going based on the full season, he's still there. Sure. And then 2, I have Haaland, and 1, I have Mbappe, which are the same.
Yeah. So not too many differences on our list.
I think the only differences came at the bottom where you had...
I had Timber, you had Reece James.
Timber, Reece James, you had Neves, I had Hakimi, and then it was...
Right, yeah.
I had Diaz, and you had someone else. Who did you have?
Who did I have? Oh, I had Caicedo, and you had Caicedo in the honorable mentions.
Yes, okay. Now...
yeah.
It's time for the best players in world football under the age of 21, excluding Lamine Yamal, because obviously Lamine Yamal...
Under the age of 22.
Or sorry, yeah, under 21, so 21 and under, excluding Lamine Yamal. Now this time I'm going to start...
Yes, we are not doing Lamine Yamal because that would make the list boring because he's obviously number 1.
I'm going to start this time with my honorable mentions and then 10 through 6. Yep. Alex will do his honorable mentions 10 through 6, and then we know the rest. My 3 honorable mentions, it might be a bit biased, but they're 3 Chelsea loanees that have been amazing to start. I have Satpayev, the striker from Kazakhstan. He's been bagging goals, and he's been very good. I'm excited to see what he does when he comes over to Chelsea. Another player that is on there that I believe deserves recognition is Aaron Anselmo. He's a center back for Dortmund, Argentine. He's been really good. He's been their best defender this season. And then lastly, the only goalkeeper I'm going to mention, Mike Penders for Strasbourg. Again, also been really good. Obviously, Strasbourg have been falling down in Ligue 1, but he's still been really good there. At number 10, I have Lamine Camara, the center mid from Monaco. Very good player. He is a player that I really love to see. He reminds me of Caicedo and Enzo mixed together. Obviously not as good, but he can play the ball. He's really good with his ball with the ball at his feet, and he can also intercept balls amazingly. He's a great player in that sense of defensive work. At number 9, I have Desiree Doué. He hasn't been as good this season as he was last year. He's kind of been stinking it, but he was a top 30 at least player in the world last year, so he has to be here.
And I mean the potential's there too as well. So.
Number 8, I have Arda Güler. He's really good.
A bit low.
I think it could be higher, but I just don't think that he's played up to the level of the rest of these guys on this list. At number 7, I have Dean Huijsen. Very good player. Center back, he's probably been Real Madrid's most consistent center back all season. And then number 6, I have Alex Pavlovic from Bayern Munich. He's been really good playing alongside Kimmich. It's one of the best tandems in the world. Double pivots, one of the best in the world. And he's held up in his respect.
Yeah. So I have quite a few honorable mentions. I'll try to go pretty quickly through them. First one, Oscar Bob. These are kind of players that I think, at least for some of them, that are really good, have such good potential, but just haven't proven it as much as some of the other players. So after Oscar Bob, we have Ethan Ranieri, Rio and Gamoa, Carl for Bayern scored against us. He has been very good for them. Antonio Nusa, I really wanted to put on the list. Just unfortunately couldn't find a spot for him. But both for Norway and for Leipzig, he is just such a good player. I feel like he's so underrated. Ayub Buadi, I believe is how you say it. He plays for Lille. Arsenal are looking at him. I'm really excited about that. He is so good. Midfielder for them. And then I added Huijsen after you said that because I wasn't thinking about Huijsen. I still wouldn't have put him too high. He has been a little bit shaky, but he has been good for Madrid as well. Number 10, I have Doué. Pretty similar reason. He just has not been at the level you'd expect, but he still has such good potential. At 9, I have Miles Lewis-Skelly. Last year, pretty similar thing, but he hasn't fallen off as much as Doué. He just hasn't gotten the game time because Calafiori's been really good. But I feel like he is still really good, and he was one of the better left backs last year. So I want to give him some credit. Rodrigo Mora from Porto. Really good attacking midfielder. I think he's really good. I haven't seen a ton of him because obviously I don't watch Porto weekly, but I have seen some of him, and he is definitely quite good. Number 7, I have Quenda. He's just super good for Sporting. And then number 6, I have Mastantuono from Real Madrid. Very good player.
I like it. Now we're gonna go 5 to 1. My number 5 is Kenan Yildiz. What a player he is. Kenan Yildiz is the truth. And I've heard that Chelsea have been looking at him. And I really hope we get him because he's one of those players that can change a team. Even though we don't need that much changing. But he's just such a good player. and I really hope we get him. If not, any team that has him is going to be lucky to have him. At number 4, I have Quenda. He's been bagging goals and assists for Sporting, and I'm really excited to have him next year for Chelsea. Obviously, he came with Isugo. It wasn't a package deal, but we got them both at the same time. At number 3, I have Nico Paz. What a footballer he is. He's going to be one of those players that you're going to have to game plan around because he's so good. At number 2, I have Estevao. He has been recently. There's been some mishaps, particularly against Leeds. Got very frustrated with the way they played, but his potential is best in the world, and there's nothing holding him back other than himself, which I don't think will be a problem because he's not the type. Like there were Brazilian players like Ronaldinho who'd get into partying and stuff, and you see him playing drums at church in his free time. He's that type of guy. He's a very loyal, very down-to-earth guy, and he loves Chelsea. He loves playing football, and he loves God, and that's what keeps him grounded as a person. And at number 1, I think it was obvious Jean Neves, because he is under 21, and he's easily the best player here.
So, I kind of did a similar thing with the Amal and and the Yildiz. I didn't have a Yildiz on there. So I probably shouldn't have had Neves on there because I feel like he's just as good as them. I think he's better than Yildiz just as a player. They're not super comparable, but I didn't have Yildiz on for that reason. Like I said, I should have taken Neves off, but anyway. Number 5, I have Pavlovic. He is a very good player. You already talked about him a bit. He's super good in that double pivot with Kimmich, and just a very good player. 4, I have Arda Güler. You had him a bit lower. I feel like the potential is just so good. He's probably not number 4 in terms of how he's playing right now compared to like the levels of other players, but I feel like the potential he should be that high. Estevao, I have 3. He's super good. I can definitely take back my words. I'll bite my words, hold my hands up and apologize. I did say that I didn't think Estevao would be good in the Premier League. I'm sure you remember this. I said I didn't think he'd be great in the Premier League because I didn't think that his play style would adapt well, and I was completely wrong. He has been so good, and yeah, that's all I can say. He definitely has earned my respect. Number 2, I have Nico Paz. So good. If you have not seen him play, you have to see him play. He's just absolutely brilliant, and he will get his move very, very soon to a really big club, maybe even Madrid. And then number 1, I have João Neves. Like I said, again, for the 3rd time, I should have removed him because he's in that same category as those guys that are already just at the top level of football. But regardless, very, very good. And just, he's even in my top 10 rankings. So
Is that everything? I believe that's everything.
that is everything.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. I hope you guys like this episode. If you want to see more lists like this or about other things, please comment below. Let us know how we did. Flame us if we did bad, in your opinion, obviously. And like and subscribe. Comment down below what you think of the episode, what you want to see next time. Helps out with the algorithm because we want to make this our full-time jobs, and that will really help us out. And yeah, we will see you guys next week.
I do just want to reinforce, please comment, please leave your thoughts on what you want to see from us. It's really helpful to know what you guys want so we can try to put out the content that you guys are looking for.